The iPhone 15 Pro is possibly the best device for people who are looking at getting a new phone in the year 2024. We just had the 16s come out, the 16 Pro come out. I think the 15 Pro is a better use of your money, but I want to answer this question because so many people have had a question about this phone. They are asking, hey, John, tell me, does this new iPhone, or I guess last year's iPhone, does it still overheat? And the answer to that is possibly. My use case on this phone, I have had this phone and I've used it every single day since the day it came out. I think this is one of the best phones that you can ever possibly get, but I'm also not a crazy power user on my phone. When I'm using an iPhone, man, I am not trying to do all sorts of video editing. I'm not gaming a ton. I have a PC that I use for gaming. And so I don't have not a single time where I felt like, man, this thing got too hot. I just, every time I use it, every time I put it in my pocket, I don't feel like this, especially like in the middle right here, I don't get too much heat there. And so I've had people who are telling me that these iPhones are overheating, that they're reading reports of iPhones that are overheating, and I'm just not experiencing that personally. I do hope that if that is still an issue, that Apple would say something about it. I also know that there are certain third-party developers who have developed like little fans for iPhones. So say you're a gamer and you're spending a lot of your time playing like Call of Duty Mobile and different games like that. I do know that there are third-party products out there that help with overheating. But so far my time with the 15 Pro, I haven't had any overheating problems. I haven't had any battery drainage problems. I mean, my battery is still in great health. It still lasts an entire day, pretty much no matter what. Like I just got back from a trip from South Dakota. I was on a 5-hour flight or 4-hour flight. And on that flight, I did not one time experience my iPhone, dying on me. Like I went the whole time using my phone, and not one time did I feel like, man, I really wish I had a better battery life. Now, part of that is when you're using something like an iPhone, you want to make sure that your brightness is not all the way up. And see, but even today, like, look, I've been using this phone all day and I'm only at 50% right now. So it's not that big of a deal. So if you're holding off, like say you're like time for an upgrade, you're on the 11, the 12, maybe the 13, but you don't really want to go for the Pro or the Pro Max of the 16 model that just came out, I have definitely recommended, I did a video yesterday, definitely recommended going with the 15 Pro, which is about the same price as the 16, but is such a good phone. It's got the 120 hertz refresh rate, so I definitely recommend going with this. But if you're holding off on getting this because you're worried about overheating, I just don't think it's that big of an issue. Here's the thing, you can always order this phone. Look on the refurbished store for Apple, and they have a great return policy. If you don't know this, Apple's return policy is second to none. They don't ask any questions. It is so helpful. And so you can just go, try it out, and if it doesn't work, send it back to them. No skin off your back. It's easy. But hey, overheating is not a problem on this phone. That's just my experience. Maybe there are other people out there who have a different experience. That's just for me. If you found this video helpful, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.